Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to build Mummy Longlegs from Poppy Playtime Chapter 2. There's little known about this new character, so I'm not even too sure if she stands upright or like a spider stance with her long legs. So this is what I did. Yes, we did the spider stance. In game, if we find out that she does stand upright, we can always amend it, right? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to build Mummy Longlegs from Poppy Playtime Chapter 2. So from what I could tell so far, the lower torso had a lower bell-shaped bottom dress and she had an upper torso. The rear legs had big boots and the front legs had gloves. I'm trying to build it on a smaller scale as possible so they look like mittens because I can't fit fingers in there. Okay, let's start off with the head. I'll get you to make this cube. I'll show you the dimensions. It's going to be easier to carve it out like an ice sculpture. I'm using pink concrete and the darker pink like the hair is going to be out of pink terracotta. So these are the dimensions of the cube I'll get you to make, and we're going to carve it out like an ice sculpture. Seeing that the head takes up most of the volume of this cube, it'll be easier to carve out rather than starting off with one block at a time. What we do next, you're going to get you to carve out the edges along the top on all sides like so, and then what we're going to do is do the exact same thing along the bottom. We're going to carve out all the edges. Now there will be intermittent commentary throughout this tutorial, so stay tuned for more instructions, but right now we're going to start on the head. See the timestamps and the links in the video description if you're up to a certain bit. Alright, now we're going to carve up the corners like so. We'll get rid of the corners all the way down on all four corners of the head. Oops, there we go, last one. Okay, so now we're going to cut out these corners again. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and we're going to do that for all four sides on the top and the bottom. I'd like to say hello to all my fellow subscribers. Thanks for sticking with me. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and drop us a like. It'll really help me out because I really love providing this content. Don't forget to hit that bell as well, so that way you stay updated every time I'm uploading a video. Please enjoy. Okay, that's the shape of the face done. Now we're going to add those big beautiful green eyes she has in game. So we've got the green concrete here ready for the eyes. So we'll do that for both eyes of course. And she had that sparkle in her eyes. So we're going to use a bit of white concrete there to add that bit of sparkle. Look at those big eyes. Makes it look like anime, doesn't it? Alright, so now we're going to use buttons as her eyelashes. I think she had about 3 of them. That's all we can fit anyway. And her lips. Now she looks like she had a line for her mouth and little plump lips in the middle. So there's the lips and the edges of her mouth. Perfect. There you go. Alright, now for the hair. I'm going to be using pink terracotta. Now the hair may come out random. Like it said, you may see me make amendments. So I guess you get to see my thought process as well with the changes I make sometimes. You don't have to follow to the exact point here because you can choose your own hairstyle pattern, I guess, if you like. So let's get the hair done. Okay, let's get on with the body now. So from what I could see in game on the trailer, it seemed like she had a long neck to go with those long arms and long legs. So we're going to start on the body, so follow closely. I may make some amendments, so again you may get to see my thought process in motion. Now, until the game's released where we can see more of her, I'm not too sure the exact shape for her upper and lower torso, but I'm pretty sure she does have two parts. So the bottom half of the torso, the skirt, may look like a bell bottom shape, so let's get on with that. Now the spaghetti ponytail that she had, again you can try and make it random or follow the pattern I'm using here for those long spaghetti ponytails she had hanging out to one side. Okay, now for the arms and legs, and as stated at the beginning of the clip, you haven't seen a lot of her apart from the trailer, and from what I could see in the trailer, she does seem to move along like a spider, so I'm not too sure whether her stance is that of a normal human standing upright or whether she moves around in a spider type stance, and I've opted for the spider stance. So let's get on with the hands, which she had gloves in the front arms and she had big bulging boots on the rear legs. And again, you can try and make your own positions or stance by going random or follow what I've done here. Now with her hands, I managed to fit in a thumb. With the fingers, well, because I'm trying to build it on a small scale, I can't fit in the fingers or else it'll just look out of proportion if I did it too big. So I guess it looks like she's wearing mittens instead, doesn't it? But it still looks good. Now from what I could work out, the rear legs didn't have hands as well, they had boots, big round bulging boots. So we're going to add boots to the rear legs. So now to mirror those legs and arms, I'm going to use structure blocks. That's the command to give yourself a structure block. Put the structure block down, you'll see the borders pop up. Make sure the borders are facing towards the structure you want to copy. Yours might be in a different spot, so it depends on what direction you made the structure facing. So mine is going to be here. So all you got to do is tap on the structure block, give it a name and make sure it's on save and that it lines up with the furthest blocks out. So here it is, I'm going to call it legs. And now I just got to keep changing these until I get the right amount of blocks to fit in the height, width and length of those legs. And wherever those legs join onto on the body is where I have to overlap on the other side as well. So basically I'm going to fit those legs in and it's going to have a bit of the skirt edge showing. So when I put it on the other side to load it, it's going to overlap that. I've got to make sure the structure block overlaps right on that same boundary where that legs end. So there you have it, that's the structure blocks. Now I do recommend you back up your save file of your world before playing with structure blocks, because you might accidentally load the structure overlapping your main structure build. So in the boundary box of the saved structure block, it overlapped that bit of skirt there. So I'm going to make sure it's in line with that bit of skirt to overlap. And I'm going to change it to load now and put in the name I saved it as. Okay, we don't have to do any coordinates at all, and all you got to do is you can check the box if you want to make sure it's in the right spot. You don't have to press load yet, and I've done it too far over. I've got to move it over 1 block because it's overlapping that rear skirt by 2 blocks. So put load, type in the name you saved it as with the first block, and that double check now. Yep, the boundary boxes look the same, they're in the right spot. Okay, yes, so now we can go ahead and confirm the load. What you want to make sure you got to do as well is you got to click the mirror checkbox because we want it to be flipped the other way. So along the red boundary box, which is the longest length, that's the part we want it to mirror the flip. And now we can load it, and there you have it. So that is structure blocks. I've mentioned it before, this isn't a command block tutorial, so good luck, but that's pretty much all you need to do. So there you have it, Mummy Long Legs from Poppy Playtime Chapter 2. I really enjoyed making this build and I hope you did too. For those of you who've been following the tutorial, good luck, it's a great build that looks great in your world. So please consider subscribing, there's going to be a lot more to come. I really enjoy sharing this content with you, so I really hope to see you all next time. So please like and subscribe, and make sure you tap that bell to stay updated every time I upload. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all next time.